Now we're back to learning Gimp in a year, day 110. Let me show you the basics of the Smudge tool. You can find it right here. S is the short key. If you don't see it at all, go to Tools, Paint Tools, and it should be in that list right there. The two options are just the two options of the brush tool. If that is totally new to you, I've explained all of that. In my Gimp playlist, you will find the playlist in the video description. The only two new things here are rate and flow. By default, it's like 50% for rate, 0 for flow. We have a red and a black element, and I paint on the red. And here you can see the effect of this rate of around 50 and a flow of 0. So you could see it as a watercolor effect. It mixes colors, and in this case, the reddish color also works for the black, but as it's behind the red, you can't see it, but you can definitely see it on top of the white. Let's get back to the red element and I explain the rate, because this is how far this smudge goes. At a rate of 50 looks like this, then 100 is basically endless. And here on the left hand side we can expand the layer. Use the foreground color right there to make it white. So once more, expand layers is something that I've explained in detail in my playlist already. Let's get back to rate, and here is a smaller than 10% rate, 7.9. There's only a small area that's affected. So in simple terms, the higher the rate, the more you can paint with this smudge. I'll press Ctrl Z until we've arrived at the beginning. Now let me explain the flow. I'll make black my foreground color. I don't actually need the black element here anymore. And I paint with a rate of 50, flow of 0. Now I increase the flow, and what happens is that we get a black color. So you could see the flow as a preload. So if I change the foreground color to blue, I paint again, you can see we get this bluish color. And at around 100, this bluish color just dominates. And if I go lower, you can see the mix. So here it tries to mix the red with a flow of 5.8, and then afterwards it tries to mix the white color. As I've said, the flow can be seen as a preload, and whatever is in the foreground as a color, this will be preloaded. And this is usually the way that you use this tool. So you have a colored element, let's say here a reddish one, and then you want to mix a certain color with it. Let's say the blue. So you make the blue your foreground color, and then you adjust rate and flow. And as you paint over it, you can see this watercolor effect that looks like these two colors are mixed. Let me change it to green. We have the same effect. Now it mixes it with white, red, and blue. And these are the basics of the Smudge tool in Gimp. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.